Welcome back to Shrapnel.
No, that was me doing a terrible impression of Shrapnel. Obviously, this right here, without the crappy imitation that I tried to do, this is Transformers Legacy Shrapnel, who seems to be the main honcho of the Insecticons here. Dusty, too. Part of the Legacy toy line, and I'd say along with Legacy, along with Studio Series 86 Perceptor, and these guys are probably the closest you can get to the cartoon accurate Transformers. I mean, first off, his gun is huge. Does he really need a gun that big? He's the one that can make the clones, basically, with these antennae. And the good thing about it is, when he transforms, he can hide his ugly face. He'll get me for that later. And I haven't transformed this in a while, so this was probably going to be Car Crash TV. I have not done this in a while. I guess it's like the old kickback behind me, that it's just a fold them up kind of thing. Yep, fold them up kind of deal. But first, oh, almost had it. That's the thing with these, the folding element of the legs don't go completely wrap around, but they will just rest neatly on them on the other side. There we go. Just to hold it in place, there is two pegs. They're found their peg holes in recent years. There we go. Like I said, not enough room to wrap around, but there is places just to hold it in, basically. And if I believe right, yes, there is two bits there just to hold the hands in place. And obviously fold his legs out. Yeah, so Shrapnel was voiced by Clive Revel, who passed away recently. He was the one that actually was talking about Wally Burr, who was the voice director. That, you know, that voice actors would probably get 4 hours tops in the studio. But Wally Burr was notorious for, if you hadn't said the line the way he thought the line should be said, you weren't getting out, which led to a strike in the voice actors union in 1987, I believe. But Clive Revel said it had to stay there whether it was necessary or not. But Neil Ross, who voiced Stringer, said Wally Burr would have had the right to say, there's two shows that you guys get called to conventions year after year, and it's conveniently the ones I directed. So he had a right to say that, basically. But yeah, this figure is pretty decent. 1, 2 out of the 3. Probably my favourite. It looks busy. And the little legs. The legs on the original were really flimsy, that you'd fold them up and they'd break off immediately. Not necessarily break off, but they were clipped in. But I gotta say, I think I said in the kickback video that it was him that appeared in the Planet Junkion scene in Transformers movie. I'm pretty sure it was Shrapnel, actually, with white legs. Appeared with Scavenger. So apologies for that emendation. And these legs are just pretty simple once you get used to it. Again, they've got the same little feet as well. And which is commonplace around here, the hands will fold up back into their wrists, basically. These little pieces. There's his ugly little face again. You can turn his head. I mean, out of the Insecticons, he's probably the more... I guess he sees himself more as a leader. For some reason, I always thought it was Bombshell. But you see in the series that he's the one that can make the clones. Yeah, keep it like that, actually. And these bits here, when I bought him, he must have had this in his hand, because I took one look at him and I thought, oh, he's missing a piece. Then found out he's actually holding a piece. But that is, I mean, that's a pretty good thing. I mean, it fooled me. Someone who's a wily veteran of these things. I mean, they obviously count as legs as well. And with that, I mean, they all got the same colour scheme, I guess. Purple and black, which is more fitted for the Decepticons. And the yellow chest compartments are because the original Insecticons were part of the Diacline toy line, in which were originally human-piloted robots. You just take a look around at the Dinobots. All but Swoop apparently have chest compartments, or compartments just for humans, for piloted vehicles, because that's what they originally were. The amount of time I keep dusting these things off. But yeah, think I've reached else what I can talk about here. And these are the Transformers Legacy Insecticons. So you got Kickback, got Bombshell, who I thought was a leader, but he isn't. And the main one, probably the one that's more remembered, is Shrapnel. Re-release for commemorative series called Shrapnel. A K in place of a C. Licensing issues, I guess, name issues. Just like Hot Rodimus was called Hot Rodimus. But hit that like and subscribe button, and there'll be plenty more. And thank you for watching. See you later.